Have you ever noticed how some kids seem to get completely overwhelmed by things like loud noises, bright lights, or even the tag on their shirt? It's more than just being picky. For many, it's a daily struggle with something called sensory processing disorder. While it's not yet an official medical diagnosis, it affects how the brain understands and responds to sensory information. Now, neuroscientists are getting a clearer picture of what's happening inside the brains of these children. And researchers at UC San Francisco recently conducted a fascinating study. They looked at 83 neurodivergent children between 8 and 12 years old. About half of these kids were highly sensitive to sensory input, while the other half weren't. Using functional MRI scans, the scientists watched how their brains reacted to different stimuli, and what they found was a game changer. In the brains of the overly sensitive children, a distinctive pattern emerged. When they felt overwhelmed, the brain networks responsible for outward functions like motor skills and sensation quieted down. At the same time, the networks controlling inward functions like self-control and thinking ramped up their activity. This pattern was the complete opposite of what they saw in the less sensitive kids. So, what does this mean? One of the lead researchers, Dr. Pratik Mukherjee, explained it this way. When a child is overstimulated, their brain tries to compensate. It dials up the internal networks to gain self-control and dials down the external networks to block out some of the incoming sensory noise. Think of it like turning down the volume on the outside world and turning up your inner voice to stay in control. The children who aren't emotionally overwhelmed by the same input do the exact opposite. This research is a huge step forward. Past studies suggest that between 5% and 12% of children in the U.S. face sensory processing challenges. Understanding the neural basis for these experiences could completely change how we help them. Current treatments often involve gradually exposing children to the things that bother them, helping them build tolerance over time. But this new discovery could lead to much more personalized therapies. Imagine if we could look at an individual child's brain patterns. We could see exactly how their brain is responding and tailor treatments specifically for them. This could help clinicians refine therapies, making them more effective and offering real relief to kids who experience strong emotional and behavioral reactions, like tantrums, simply because their sensory world is too much to handle. This study, published in the Journal of Neurodevelopmental Disorders, opens up a new window into the minds of children with sensory sensitivities. It's not just about behavior, it's about brain function. By understanding these unique neural signatures, we can move closer to helping every child navigate their world with comfort and confidence. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the amazing world of neuroscience.